Court calls the case State of Wisconsin versus Zachariah Rasch, case number 24 CF 306. Appearances, please.
Andrea Will appears on behalf of the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Zaki Zahawi, Merle Josty on behalf of Mr. Rasch. Also present is Samantha Denamer. Mr. Rasch is before the court.
Sorry, I apologize. I forgot the other people at the state's table. Assistant DA Sean Wooler also present, and Detective Justin Cotney.
All right. Before we talk with the defendant, and actually, maybe the counsel, is the defendant intending to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The first thing that we need to address is the number of prior convictions that the court will allow. Are there prior convictions? It appears to me that there is 3, I believe.
Yes, the state's position is 3. There's more than 3 prior convictions, but the number that the state believes is relevant under the case law are 3.
James Howie.
One moment, Your Honor. I'm pulling it up, the dates. I see one from 2015, cited by the people, 2018 and 2019. We're requesting 2, Your Honor, being that 2015 is outdated. It's over 10 years old at this point.
All right. Well, the court does not believe that there is a significant lapse of time. It is, I recognize it's 11 years, but that is not a significant period of time, at least for the purpose of consideration. Gravity of the offenses, involvement with dishonesty, and the probative value outweighing any prejudice. It appears to me that the 3, as the state has set forth, would be appropriate. So, if in fact he were to give some testimony, he would be asked the question, have you ever been convicted of a crime? The answer would be 3. Legally, I believe there are more convictions, but they are older. So, sir, do you understand that?
Yes.
And you do need to understand that if you travel afield, if you decide to say something other than 3, that may lead to cross-examination regarding specific details of the crimes that are the subject of inquiry. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Your attorney has indicated to me that, in fact, your intention is to give testimony here today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, you need to be very, very clear that you have a constitutional right to remain silent, that you do not have to testify. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You understand that, and you perhaps heard it during the course of jury selection, you are innocent until proven guilty. You do not need to prove your innocence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You also, of course, have the right to make elocution. In other words, you have the right to make a statement if you wish. But you do need to understand that once you take the stand, you would be subject to cross-examination. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes. In other words, the state is going to be able to ask you questions. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, have you had enough time to talk with your attorneys about this decision?
Yes.
Would you like some more time to talk with your attorneys about this decision?
No.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, made you any promises at all in order to get you to make a decision to testify in this case?
No.
Is there any confusion, anything that you don't understand about those two rights, your right to remain silent and your right to give testimony?
No.
And you do understand that even as I instruct the court or the jury as to the law, I would tell the court that they are not to take anything from the fact that you did not testify. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Any questions at all?
No.
Counsel, Attorney Zahawi, have you had enough time to discuss this decision with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
I'm assuming that discussion happened perhaps today, certainly yesterday, and throughout the course of your representation. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So this is not a new concept that was just sprung on him. This was something that was discussed at length with him. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
And do you believe that his decision is freely and voluntarily made?
I do.
Very well. Anything that you would like the court to address with the defendant?
No.
The court will accept and allow him to testify. I am satisfied that he understands his rights with respect to giving testimony, his right to remain silent and his right to make elocution. It appears to be that he's had enough time to talk with his attorneys about this decision, both today, yesterday, and as they planned the defense of this case. Decision appears to be freely, voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently made. Doesn't appear that anybody has threatened him, forced him, or made him any promises to get him to decide one way or the other to give testimony or to remain silent. Appears to me that he's doing so of his own free will. The court will allow him to testify. All right. We have a couple of housekeeping things. First of all, I'm assuming that, and yesterday I believe one of the security officers checked, and there is tethering equipment that has been installed underneath the witness stand. My preference would be that he comes up when we decide to bring in the jury, before we bring in the jury, that that the tether is secured, the counsel approach and make sure that there isn't anything that they feel is concerning with respect to the tethering. Under normal circumstance, without the tether, I would have a guard seated next to the defendant in order to assure the protection of the jury. However, with the tethering, that would be eliminated unless, sir, some action by you provokes a concern in the mind of the officers that are assigned to protect the jury and court personnel. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So, assuming there isn't going to be any problems, we would do that. What I would expect is that we bring in the jury. The state has not formally rested in front of the jury. You recall the jury stepped out and we took care of a lot of housekeeping stuff, motions to dismiss and the like. So formally rest, call your first witness, and the defendant will be positioned up at the front,
So the defendant will be positioned
right
prior,
now.
right now? Okay,
Right.
yeah, okay. That's acceptable. I would just like to take a look from the
Yeah.
the juror's seat closest.
That's fine. We're gonna go off the record for just a few minutes. We'll have security bring him up here, and then we'll investigate, allow you to take a look to make sure that everything is, in your mind, sound.
Okay, one last thing on a request, Your Honor. In the courtroom is Mr. Rasch's mother, Mary Rasch. She's on the prosecutor's witness list. She was subpoenaed, and she hasn't been released from subpoena yet. And I brought this up with DA Will. She is requesting, I think at this point, we'd like perhaps an indication from the prosecution whether they intend to call her as a witness, but she'd like to watch some portion of the trial.
All right, Attorney Will.
The state will release her from her subpoena at this point.
All right, ma'am, I don't know who, there she is. Okay, ma'am, you are released from your subpoena. You are free to sit in the courtroom and watch the balance of the proceedings.
Thank you.
All right. Bring him up, please. All right, we are in recess at this time.
I already did.
All right, sir. I'm going to swear you in. Just going to have you raise your right hand.
All right,
You don't need to stand.
Don't have to get up.
all right.
Let me see it's on your, which leg? Oh, it's on both, okay. Yeah, just kind of push it. When you do, just kind of push it forward, put your legs forward a little, so it's there. Okay, and then you can relax. So it's just a word. Coming up.
As long as they don't even have to stop. Even really right here. Looks pretty well. So we're gonna be like at least right here. Make sure that there is.
So okay, so then you do those things here.
Yeah, right there. I think
placed on the witness stand, tethered, is there any concern? Attorney Will?
No, the state did go to the top of the ramp and view the ankle shackles, both from the doorway where the jury would enter and then also from the jury box area. I viewed it from standing. I could not see the ankle restraints. In fact, I could not see the ankle restraints until I approached the witness stand and looked down, and there would be no circumstance where a jury would do that. So I'm satisfied that the jury would not be able to see any restraints on the defendant.
Attorney Zahawi?
Thank you, Your Honor. I also did the same viewing as DA Will and have no concerns at this time. Also grateful and thankful for the civilian bailiff to position himself between the exit of the jury room and in between the client and the jury box, which also helps. But so we're satisfied.
All right, and do you want him to remain there, or would you rather have him return there once the jury is excused?
Once the jury is seated, the civilian bailiff is free to move about the courtroom and in accordance with their duties. We would perhaps we would request that prior to the dismissing of the juror after Mr. Rasch's testimony, that the bailiff position himself again.
All right. We will make sure that occurs. I've instructed your client that I'll swear him in. Don't stand and just raise his right hand. So
Understood. Thank you.
we should be. And the other thing that I just want to make sure that all of us, everyone in the audience, family and alike, please, we have kept very good decorum throughout the course of this trial. I see no reason whatsoever for decorum to change. You obviously are, this is an emotional time. It's an emotional time for both sides. And if you let yourself be overcome by those emotions, security will remove you. You will not be allowed to disrupt these proceedings. All right. With that, are we ready for the jury?
We are, Your Honor.
All right. Bring in the jury. Attorney Will, you'll rest, and we'll move forward. All right? All right, well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Does anybody want to take a shot at, from memory, the instructions that the court has given you? Well, anyway, you recall those instructions? Did anybody violate those instructions last evening? All right, and you probably figured out my mixer came and a monster carrot cake has been created. So that'll probably be all gone at the first break, knowing you folks. So anyway, all right. Terry Will.
The state does rest, and for those of you keeping track, all of the state's exhibits that were previously marked have been moved into evidence.
They have been. All right. Attorney Zahawi, your first witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense calls Zachariah Rasch.
All right, sir, raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You put your hand down, adjust that microphone, speak directly into it. Counsel.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're Zachariah Rasch.
Yes.
Okay, just so we get a little bit of background about you, where were you born?
Watertown.
Here in Dodge County?
Yes.
Did you always live here in Dodge County?
Yes.
Did you go to high school here?
Yes.
Up until what grade?
11th.
And can you tell the jury how old you are now?
44.
After you graduated from high school, did you go to work?
Yes.
What kind of work would you do?
Factory.
And can you give us a little bit of background on what would you do within the factory?
Assembly.
What kind of products would you assemble?
There's all different sorts.
Okay. You know Crystal Rasch?
Yes.
You knew her.
Yes.
When did you guys meet?
2008.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question that obviously is the scope of this trial is, did you kill her?
No.
Okay, so I want to talk about going forward from when you met her in 2008. In 2008, how did you meet?
Through some friends.
Did you have any children together?
Yes.
How many?
4.
And what are their names?
Nolan, Nicholas, Bryson, and Johanna.
Did you marry Crystal Rasch?
Yes.
When was that?
2013.
Where did you live once you got married?
And my parents.
Is that the address at N3251 Wood Road?
Yes.
Okay. How long did you live with your parents at that address?
Couple years.
Did you ultimately move in to your own place?
Yes.
And what is that place?
730 Main Street.
Okay. And we heard some testimony about that 730 Main Street was where Crystal Rasch was living in 2024. Is that the same house?
Yes.
All right. We also heard through this case that your children, Nicholas, Joanna, Nolan, and Bryson were taken away. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you remember when that was?
2019.
Can you tell us a little bit about, how did that make you and Crystal feel in 2019 to be losing your children?
Depressing.
Okay. Well, can you tell us a little bit more? How did you guys cope with that?
It was hard.
And you were living at the 730 Main Street address at the time?
Yes.
Were you working at that time?
No.
Why not?
I had health problems.
Did these health problems prevent you from working?
Yes.
What kind of health problems?
I had heart problems.
you know that your children were ultimately placed in foster care, is that right?
Yes.
And there was a Heather Doherty who testified in this case. Is that the foster mother of your children?
Yes.
Do you understand that at some point your children were, I say how to put it, were at risk or slated to be adopted? Is that right?
Yes.
And how did you and Crystal cope with that?
It was depressing.
Was it tough on you guys?
Yes.
Was it tough on Crystal?
Yes.
When was the last time you saw your children?
2019.
Do you think that your children would recognize you today?
No.
Do you think that Crystal had maybe was a little bit more proactive in seeing her children?
Yes.
Now, ultimately, in your mind, do you feel that the children that are in foster care, that were in foster care and now are adopted, were in a better place than when you and Crystal had them?
Yes.
Did you feel that you and Crystal had the ability to take care of 4 children?
Yes.
Did you feel that you had the ability to take care of the 4 children as well as the Dohertys?
Yeah.
Do you think your kids are in a better place or a worse place now?
Better.
Okay. We heard testimony from Detective Contney that he spoke with a Brenda Acosta who was at 730 Main Street. Do you know Brenda Acosta?
Yes.
Who is she?
Crystal's real mom.
You mean her biological mother?
Yes.
When did you meet her?
It was like 2022.
Okay. How did it end up that you met her?
She just showed up.
She showed up from, do you know where she was living before?
Texas.
Did she give you any information about that she was coming to see you or to visit?
No.
Okay, tell us about that. She just showed up with, was she dropped off? Was she in a car?
In a car.
Was it her car?
Yes.
Okay. And so she shows up, and tell us about, the conversation or what happened after that.
She just showed up and stayed.
She stayed since 2021 and 2022?
Yeah.
Was that, did you have a conversation with Crystal? Like, hey, why is your mom here?
No.
Okay. You just allowed her to stay with you?
Yeah.
Did she work?
No.
How was she supporting herself?
She wasn't.
Who was supporting her?
We were.
We as in you and Crystal?
Yes.
Okay. At some point, we learned also that Crystal filed for divorce. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you remember when that was? What year, I should say?
I think it was 2023.
Okay. Tell me about how did that affect your relationship after she filed for divorce?
It didn't really affect it at all.
What do you mean by that?
We were just living in different places.
Did you move out or did she move out?
I moved out.
What did you move back into?
My parents.
Okay. You say the relationship remained the same. Tell me about that between you and Crystal.
Yes.
Would you still see each other?
Yes.
Did you, let's say, socialize, go on dates, things like that?
Yes.
Were you intimate with her?
Yes.
Did Crystal bring you around her family after she filed for divorce?
No.
So were you going to, you weren't going to family functions like Christmas parties and 4th of July, things like that with her?
No.
How often were you seeing her?
It was quite a bit.
Like every weekend or every couple weekends?
It was like every weekend, sometimes during the week.
Now, you know Crystal, you saw her pretty often. Did you ever see her taking any medication?
No.
We saw during some of the testimony, the photographs of a medication organizer. Did you ever see that before?
No.
And there was also testimony about mental health therapy or perhaps some cognitive issues like mild mental retardation. Was that your understanding about her as well?
Yes.
Is that how she presented to you, like when you were talking with her and interacting with her?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know that well, let me back up a little bit. You know that there was a plan in place for you and Crystal to get your children back, right?
No.
Okay, well, for Crystal, there was a plan to get her children back?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know that she was supposed to go to mental health therapy?
No.
Did she ever discuss this with you?
No.
Did Crystal ever introduce you to some of her friends outside of her family?
No.
There was the testimony from a woman named Robin Reels, and she said something to the effect that she didn't think you had been seeing each other for years. But you're telling us, in fact, you had been seeing her even after she filed for divorce, right?
Yes.
Now, moving out of at this point in your life, you've lost your children. Your wife filed for divorce, and you're moving back in with your parents, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how were you feeling emotionally? Were you like a happy person, or were you depressed, or what was going on with you?
Depressed.
Did Crystal tell you, like moving forward, like after the divorce was finalized, like how was your relationship going to be? Did she say it was going to be different, like she didn't want anything to do with you, or that it was going to be more of the same?
She never said.
Okay. Did you wear your wedding ring?
Yes.
Why?
She wanted me to.
All right, I want to back up, we'll move forward to June of 2024. But before then, let me ask you this. Do you have any prior convictions?
3.
Okay. So going back to early June of 2024, earlier you described your relationship as kind of, you were seeing her on weekends and sometime during the week. Is that the same in June of 2024?
Yes.
All right. That weekend of June 8th, June 8th was a Saturday, 2024. Did you make plans to be with Crystal?
Yes.
Can you tell us about those plans?
We made plans to go up to the Dells.
Okay. Is that something, when you say go to the Dells, where would you stay?
At our camper.
Is that the camper on the Adams County lot?
Yes.
Tell us about that lot. Whose is it?
It's my grandma's.
Is it a lot where she shares a lot with her family to stay there?
My family.
Yeah, your family.
Yes.
So who else has trailers on that lot?
My mom, my Uncle Rick, my Aunt Merlin.
Okay, and you and Crystal, correct?
Yes.
Did you guys buy that camper while you were married?
Yes.
Okay, and then you hauled it up to the lot, and it's stayed there ever since.
Yes.
All right. So when you go to pick up Crystal, you were staying at this time in June of 2024 at your parents' house, correct?
Yes.
How far is that from where Crystal was staying on 730 Main Street?
It's only a couple miles.
Is it just down the road?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about how you made plans to go. Did you call her or,
It was through Facebook Messenger.
okay. Where did you make plans to pick her up?
Saturday
Okay, where were you gonna pick her up?
at the church,
Which church?
the one on the corner.
Is it the one on the corner in Kleiman?
Yes,
How far is that church from her house?
it's on the same block.
Why were you picking her up at the church instead of at her house?
I'm not sure.
Is it something she asked you to pick her up there?
Yes,
Would you normally pick her up there from
Yes.
the church? Okay. Now, there are two churches in Kleiman. Would it be always at the same church or sometimes at the other church?
sometimes at the other church.
All right.
Council, if you could, the date of this interaction.
Yes, great. And this was, do you remember the date? I mean,
No,
if I said Saturday, June 8th, does that make, does that sound correct?
yes,
Okay. So Saturday, June 8th, tell us about what you do. You pick her up at the church and what happens?
we head up north,
Okay.
on the Adams property.
Sorry, I was interrupting you. How do you drive there? What route do you take?
16.
Okay. Where do you go once you take the 16? Directly to the property?
Yes,
And what do you guys do?
we dropped off the clothes.
Okay. At the camper?
Yes,
And then what happened?
we left and went to the Dells, walked
Would-
around.
Do you remember where you parked at the Dells?
It's by a laundromat.
And what did you do?
We just walked around looking at stores.
Do you remember any particular stores you looked at?
No,
Did you buy anything? Any food?
food.
Okay. What did you buy?
We went to Denny's.
Okay. And what did you, do you remember, is there only one Denny's in Wisconsin Dells?
Yes,
All right. So you walked around and you went to Denny's, anything else?
no,
Do you remember let me back up. Do you remember what time you arrived at the Adams County trailer?
no, not offhand.
Was it do you remember if it was like in the morning or in the afternoon or evening?
It was in the afternoon.
You headed back to, what did you do after you had food at Denny's?
We walked the strip in the Dells some more.
Okay. Do you remember any particular shops or anything you did at that time?
No,
All right. What did you do after that?
we went back to the camper.
What happened when you were back at the camper?
We went to bed.
Okay, how did she seem, Crystal, at this time?
Happy.
No issues between you? Was it this kind of the routine relationship you had?
Yes,
And how were you feeling?
happy.
Were you intimate that evening?
No,
Okay, going to Sunday, June 9, you wake up. What happens when you wake up?
get dressed.
Okay, what happens after that?
We went to the flea markets.
Which flea markets?
Polish flea market and the Adams Friendship Flea Market.
Do you remember what time you headed out there? Was it in the morning?
It was in the morning.
All right. At the flea markets, what did you do?
We just walked around.
Do you find anything you like?
No,
Did Crystal find anything she liked?
no,
Did you go to both flea markets?
yes.
All right. And then, what did you do after that?
We went out to Gray's Closeouts.
What kind of stores Ray's close out?
It's a liquidators.
What do they liquidate? Everything, anything?
It's everything.
Like if you were to walk in there, what could you find?
Tools, blankets, signs.
Anything at all?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you find anything you like?
No.
Did Crystal?
Yeah.
What'd she find?
Toys.
She purchased them?
Yes.
Did she purchase them with her own money or with your money?
Her money.
Was she using her money throughout this weekend?
Yes.
So after Ray's closeout, what did you do?
We went to Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay. What did you do there?
Went to Goodwill.
Did you find anything you liked there?
No.
Did she?
No.
All right. And after that,
I went to the pawn shop across the street.
okay. Do you remember the name of the pawn shop?
No.
Did you find anything you liked there?
No.
Was when you were in the pawn shop, did Crystal come with you to the pawn shop at first?
No.
Where was she?
She was in the vape store next door.
All right. How did you guys meet up again?
She came into the pawn shop.
And then what did you guys go after that?
Back to the vape store.
To the what store?
Vape.
The vape store? All right. Did she purchase any vapes?
Yes.
Do you use a vape?
Yes.
How often?
I was using it daily.
And then what did you do?
We went to Taco John's.
Okay. And safe to say you had a meal there or something to drink?
We ate.
I'm sorry?
We had a meal.
And by this time, do you know what time of day it was?
The afternoon.
What happened after that?
We looked at a house.
Like a house for sale or just like looking at a house on the street?
House for sale.
Whose idea was that?
Crystals.
Do you remember what the house looked like?
Not offhand.
Do you remember where it was?
No.
Was it in the Wisconsin Rapids?
Yes, it was.
Was it, can you give us any description at all of the house, like a one-bedroom, two-bedroom, or anything at all? The color of the house?
I think it was a 4-bedroom.
So why was, no, Crystal at this time, she wasn't working, right?
No.
But she was living in a house that you and her owned at 730 Main Street.
Yes.
Okay. Did she give you any reason why she was looking at a house in the Wisconsin Rapids to buy?
She said to be closer to my daughter.
Your daughter, which daughter is that?
Hope.
Now, Hope is not her daughter, right?
No.
She's a child from your previous relationship.
Yes.
How old is Hope?
25.
Does she live in the Wisconsin Rapids?
Yes.
Does she have a good relationship with Crystal?
Yes.
Okay. So how long were you looking at the house?
It was a good 30 minutes.
Then what did you do?
We left.
Where did you go?
Back to the camper.
Okay. What happened? So that's Sunday evening. Do you remember about what time you got back to the camper?
No.
What happened when you got back to the camper?
We decided to leave again
To leave again.
to the Dells.
Okay. Well, this was I'm looking at the night of June 9th. That's a Sunday night. Like when you went back to the camper, did you go right to bed or did you guys do anything?
No.
Campfire or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Were you guys intimate that night?
No.
Okay, going to Monday, June 10th. Did you make any plans that day?
Yes.
What plans did you have?
We decided to look at another house.
Where was this house located?
Wisconsin Rapids.
When Crystal woke up that morning, did she complain about her throat or say anything about having strep throat?
No.
did she tell you anything about, well, let me ask you this. Did you know that she had regular appointments to see her children?
Yes.
Okay, did she say anything to you about, well, did you know when they were?
Every Monday.
Okay. Did she tell you anything about not going to see her children that day?
No.
Did you ask her, like, hey, it's Monday, why aren't you seeing the kids?
She didn't say anything late till later.
What'd she say?
She wasn't going.
Did she appear to be ill from strep throat, like complaining about a sore throat or coughing or fever or anything like that?
No.
All right, so you go and see this other house, correct?
Yes.
Can you describe this house for us? I think you mentioned it was in the Wisconsin Rapids as well.
Yes.
All right, can you describe this house?
It was another 4-bedroom.
Was there a realtor there or open house of sort?
There was a realtor there.
Do you remember what color the house was, or can you give us any more details about the house?
No.
Okay. Did this one have a yard?
Yeah.
How did the yard compare to the house, this one, to the one you saw the day before?
It had a lot more yard than the other one.
What did you do after seeing the house?
We went to Taco John's again.
All right. And then what did you do?
Went to the Dollar Tree.
Did you find anything there?
No.
Did Crystal?
Yes.
What did she get?
Bunch of stuff for the camper.
Like what kind of stuff for the camper?
Forks, spoons, paper towels.
All right. So you were at the Wisconsin Rapids, and what did you do after the Dollar Tree?
I think we went straight to the Dells.
Okay. What did you do there?
Walked the strip.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Anything significant that you did there or was memorable?
Not offhand.
Okay. So on Monday, June 10th, you were at the Wisconsin Rapids and then went to the Dells. What time do you remember leaving the Dells?
It was around 10 o'clock.
At night?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go?
Back to the camper.
All right. One thing to ask you, you own a Taurus 9mm, correct?
Yes.
That you bought that in the spring of 2024.
Yes.
Was Crystal aware of that firearm?
Yes.
When you woke up on, well, let me ask you this: that 9mm, had Crystal ever shot it?
Yes.
Well, how many times?
Probably about 3-4 times.
Okay. When you say 3 or 4 times, it's not like three or four times, just 3 or 4 bullets. It's 3 or 4 different occasions.
Yeah.
How would you describe her competency or with the firearm? Like, was she very familiar with it, somewhat familiar, getting used to it, or very experienced with it? How would you describe that?
She wasn't very experienced.
Did it appear to you that she's trying to get the hang of it? Or
Yes.
where would you shoot this firearm?
Up north at the campers.
All right, on June 11th, that is a Tuesday morning, you wake up and you're at the campsite, right?
Yes.
What did you guys decide to do that day?
To go to a lawyer's office.
Okay. Were you supposed to be at work on Monday and Tuesday?
Yes.
What happened?
I called in.
Saying you weren't coming in, or
Said I was sick.
why'd you do that?
To spend more time with her.
On June 11th, what's going on there when you wake up?
She's eating, drinking a soda.
All right. And then what did you guys do that day?
We went down to Milwaukee.
Why'd you go to Milwaukee?
She wanted to see a lawyer.
About what?
Kids.
Your 4 children that were in foster care at the time?
Yes.
Where did you go in when you were in Milwaukee?
To the lawyer's office.
Okay. Before you got to the lawyer's office, did you make any other stops?
Culver's and Goodwill.
Okay. We saw some video of that in this case. Are those accurate?
Yes.
You tried to see some lawyers, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember the names of the law firms?
No, I don't.
All right. So the first one, you said, was it 1 or 2 lawyers' offices?
2 lawyer offices.
All right. And so we heard from Detective Cottney that on the flock camera there was one nearby a lawyer's office. Do you remember can you describe for us what happens when you went to the first lawyer's office?
She was out of the vehicle and in the building before I was.
Okay. Where was she? The building is in the law office?
Yes.
Did you meet up with her inside?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us what happened when you went inside.
She's trying to see the lawyer without an appointment.
Were you able to see a lawyer?
No.
What did they tell you?
Need an appointment.
All right. Did you make an appointment for sometime in the future?
No.
Did you leave?
Yes.
Did you leave together?
No. She was out the door before I was.
How long were you in that lawyer's office?
Probably about 5 minutes.
What was Crystal's mood at that point?
She was mad.
Was she saying anything?
No.
How could you tell she was mad?
She stormed out.
Did she complain about lawyers? Or
Yes.
Okay. What was she saying?
Objection calls for hearsay.
I'm sorry?
Objection calls for hearsay.
Effect on the listener, Your Honor, not offered for the truth.
Sustained.
You've known Crystal for, was it 2013, right?
Yes.
Can you tell when she's upset?
Yes.
Can you tell when she's happy?
Yes.
At this point, you've known her for 11 years. Okay. What about her demeanor and what she was doing made you believe she was mad?
She stormed out of the lawyer's office. She's back at the vehicle before I was.
Okay. Then what did you do after that?
We left and went to another lawyer's office.
Whose idea was that?
Hers.
Was the other lawyer far from you?
No.
About how long did it take to get there?
About 3 minutes.
All right. Tell us what happened when you went to the other lawyer's office.
She didn't even get out. Either one of us got out.
What did you do?
We left.
Well, you say you pulled into, did you pull into the parking lot?
Yes.
All right, so tell us what's going on when you pull into the lawyer's office.
She was mad. Said she wasn't going in. She was done.
Done about what?
That's all she said.
All right. How did you respond?
I just said okay and left.
All right. How long were you in the parking lot?
Probably about 5 minutes.
When you said that you were going to leave, did you guys make a decision where you were going?
No.
What was the plan at this point to do?
Take her back to the house
Her house where?
and climb in.
Okay, so at this point, you tried to see 2 lawyers, you were unable to or chose not to, and it's time to go back to climbing.
Yes.
All right, at this point, was the plan then to drop her off at her house and then you go to your home?
Yes.
All right. There is a the 9mm that you talked about, that you own, do you have a CCW?
Yes.
Did you have the gun with you on this weekend?
Yes.
Where was the gun?
In the center console.
Is that somewhere that you usually kept it?
Yes.
Did the gun have a trigger lock on it?
No.
Do you know if the safety was on?
No.
No, as in it wasn't on, or you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Would it be your habit to keep it on or not on? Do you remember?
No.
All right. Was the gun in a case of some sort that was locked?
No.
Where was the gun was in a center console. There was testimony about a holster that was purchased. Did you purchase a holster with this gun?
Yes.
Was the gun in the holster in the center console?
Yes.
So tell us about the drive home. What's the mood like in the car?
It was pretty silent. She never said a word.
The whole drive back?
Yes.
Were you trying to talk to her and, cheer her up or anything like that?
No.
Will you listen to the radio?
Yeah.
So what happens as you're getting closer to climbing?
As we got closer, I noticed she had the gun.
How did you notice? Let me stop you there. You say as you got closer, you remember where you were? Like what road you were on?
On Highway M.
Okay, is Highway M, is it accurate to say that that's between Watertown and Clyman?
Yes.
Okay, and you say you noticed that she had the gun. How did you notice this?
I seen it in her hands.
Okay, what happens?
She reached up and that was it.
Do you remember what hand it was with?
Her right.
Okay, now you're driving, it's fair to say, and you're looking forward. Were you turning to your right and seeing this as it was happening, or did you catch it out of the side of your eye?
I caught it off the side of my eye.
And what happened?
I heard the gun go off.
Was it loud?
Yes. My ears were ringing.
Okay. What happened to Crystal?
She was slumped over.
How far away were you from climbing?
About 10 miles.
What was going through your mind?
I was shocked.
Was she, I see this, now there's a medical center in Watertown. How did she appear? Did she appear as she died instantly, or that there was some some treatment that could happen to help her?
I don't think so.
Why do you say that?
She wasn't moving.
Was she wearing her seatbelt?
Yes.
Was her seatbelt holding her up?
Yes.
When you say she was slumped, do you remember if she was slumped forward, to the side?
It was forward.
Do you remember what hand she had the gun in?
Her right.
Okay. What did you do?
I went to my parents' place.
Why did you do that?
I was scared.
Scared of what?
Panicked.
Why?
It was my gun.
Anything else?
I was the last one to see her alive.
Did you think you were going to be blamed for her death?
Yes.
Were you thinking about the divorce proceedings?
No.
What did you do when you got to your place, your home?
I just stood outside the vehicle for a little bit.
What's going through your mind?
I was just shocked.
What did you do?
I took her and I laid her in the grass.
Do you remember where you parked at your parents' place?
Yeah, behind the red torrent.
You laid her in the grass and you opened the door and unbuckled her and put her in the grass?
Yes.
What did you do then?
I burned her
Where?
in the grass.
Okay, there was some images of a burn area that we saw on direct testimony, which is to the right of the driveway behind some garden sheds. Is that where it was?
Yes.
Okay, why didn't you at this point call the police?
I thought I'd get in trouble. I panicked.
How long did you burn her for?
It's like 4 hours.
And after that time period, it appeared that she was mostly gone.
Yes.
Later that evening, you went to Juneau, correct?
Yes.
You used her bank card to check an account balance, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, now that's something that you admit you did, correct?
Yes.
I want to ask you about some of the Google searches that were on your phone. There were some Google searches in like early February where you said, "Can infidelity hurt you in a divorce in Wisconsin?" Did you Google that?
Yes.
And there was another one about cheating spouse in divorce on February 2nd. Did you Google that?
Yes.
Okay, why were you Googling those items in February of
I thought she was
2024?
messing around.
You thought she was seeing somebody else?
Yeah.
You also Googled about installing cameras in a divorce on March 15th, right?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Her dad was putting up cameras
Where?
on the house.
You were looking to see if he was able to do that?
Yes.
There was also, at this point, you had, well, in June, you had the pending termination of parental rights case happening. Is that right? There was
Yes.
a trial coming up?
Yes.
There were some Google searches about, can a disability person be put on the witness stand? Do I have to testify if I'm mentally unstable? Can your past record be used against you in a jury trial? Why did you Google that?
For Crystal.
On June 7th, you Googled, do dogs attempt suicide? Why did you Google that?
My dog was hit by a car.
And you thought for some reason your dog tried to kill herself, or?
She ran right in front of the vehicle. I seen the whole thing.
What was your dog's name?
Missy.
You Googled about widow's benefits, specifically, can you get widow's benefits if taxes never filed on June 6? And how long can you get widow's benefits, also on June 6? Tell us about that Google search.
Well, she was curious. Crystal was curious because her mom was getting widow's benefits, and she waited like 2 years to file for it.
How do you know that?
Crystal said so.
And you said that if taxes never filed, why were you adding that to it?
Because her husband never worked. He only did mowing jobs.
You talking about Brenda Acosta's husband?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, was he deceased?
Yes.
Did Crystal show you any documentation about the widow's benefits or anything like that?
No.
The firearm that you purchased in the spring of 2024, You also had some searches for a silencer in February, and then in April, a Taurus G2C silencer and a homemade silencer, both on April 8th. Did you do those Google searches?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
I was just curious.
Did you ever buy a silencer?
No.
Did you ever try to make a homemade silencer?
No.
Now, aside from the firearm and the holster, did you also purchase a gun cleaning kit?
Yes.
Did you buy anything else related to the gun? I guess ammunition?
Yes.
Okay, anything else?
A case.
What do you mean by a case?
A plastic case.
Okay, that you'd put all the items, the gun, the holster inside it?
Yes.
Okay. We saw you got your CCW, correct?
Yes.
Did Crystal get her CCW?
Not that I am aware of.
She ever talk about getting a CCW?
She wanted me to send it in for her.
Okay. Did you guys, did she take any classes?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
We took a class together.
Do you remember where it was?
Moose's Lodge.
Do you remember when it was?
No.
It was sometime in the spring of 2024?
Yes.
Tell us about the class. Like what, you come in and what do they teach you?
Just the safety of a gun.
Do you remember how long the class lasted?
It was like an hour and a half.
Did both you and Crystal attend the class?
Yes.
There was some Google searches about can you track someone's cell phone in March 30, what's an IP address on April 4th, can police track your location on April 4th, and other questions on April 4th about IP addresses. Why were you Googling those items?
A friend of mine told me that they'd be traced.
What could be traced?
IP addresses.
Did you know what an IP address is?
No.
Did you find out what it was?
Not really.
What's to the best of your knowledge? What do you remember about that search?
Just that it could be traced.
Then in the April 12th, there were some Google searches about death. One was, can a person feel when they're dying? That was on April 12th. And that was brought out during the prosecution's case. It was at a time that you were also looking at CCAP court records for your termination of parental rights case. What's going on with you?
I was thinking about shooting myself.
Committing suicide?
Yes.
Why?
Just thought everything was depressing.
What was depressing for you?
Losing the kids.
Anything else?
No.
Did also other searches on May 28th, the difference between a head and chest shot? Do you die instantly from a gunshot to the head? A gunshot to the head, instant death. And then will a 9mm shot to the head kill an animal? Those were all on May 28th. So this was about 6 weeks after the first one. What were those Google searches about?
I was thinking about committing suicide again.
Tell us about your living situation at this time. You're living with your parents?
Yes.
You know, how was that?
Stressful.
Why?
It's a dirty environment.
We saw pictures of your parents, the parents' home and your home, the N3251. And we saw plenty of boxes and things piled high inside the home. Was that generally how the home looked?
Yes.
Was it always like that?
Yes.
Was it ever clean in some regards?
No.
Okay, so at this point, you're going through a divorce. You've lost your children or about to lose them permanently. were you working at the time?
No.
Do you remember when the last time you worked before that?
It was like March.
Then some of the Google searches, there was one on June 6th and June 10th, child custody lawyers in Milwaukee. Is that something you looked up?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because we were going to go see one of the lawyers.
Okay, so June 6th is 2 days before you picked up Crystal on June 8th. Was it something, why were you Googling that a couple of days before seeing Crystal?
We were talking about it.
Okay. On June 10th, there was also a Google search for Milwaukee, Hange, and Huneke. Was that a law firm you looked up?
Yes.
So that was on June 10th when you were with Crystal. Is that right?
Yes.
Were you looking them up at the same time?
Yes.
And then on June 11th, there was a Google search for, will a 9mm kill an animal if shot in the head? What was that Google search about?
If it would kill an animal.
Okay. Would you have concerns about animals when you were camping, or
Yeah.
what animals? Like at the Adams County area? Okay. Then there was a Google search on June 11th for 5217 South 51st Street in Greenfield. Is that one of the lawyer's addresses?
I think so.
And then there was also one on June 11th at Constantakis Law Office. Was that also one?
Yes.
Okay. There was some evidence presented on direct testimony about Facebook messages. Now, did you create a fake Facebook account saying it was Crystal?
Yes.
Okay, why were you doing that?
Trying to get people to back off a little bit.
What type of people?
Her family.
Did you want to make it just seem that she was still alive?
Yes.
You know that's something that wasn't going to last forever, right?
Yes.
Okay, but were you the one that sent out the fake messages?
Yes.
After Crystal died, what did you do with your firearm?
I put it in the bedroom.
Did you clean it?
No.
Was that the firearm that was ultimately recovered by law enforcement?
Yes.
In the vehicle, did you find a bullet casing?
No.
Did you look for one?
No.
What did you do with her phone?
I threw it away.
Do you remember when you threw it away?
Not offhand.
On June 24th, you had a sheriff's deputy come to your property.
Yes.
Later that night, did you take the Mitsubishi Eclipse up north?
Not till the next day.
Why did you do that?
To hide it.
Were you scared of being accused of killing Crystal?
Yes.
Did you also, there were a number of purchases that were done with Crystal's card, like the sulfuric acid, like the Drano, headlights, and other things, cash withdrawals. Was that all you?
Yes.
What did you do with the sulfuric acid?
I dumped it over a burn pit.
Was that an attempt to get rid of any evidence of her body?
Yes.
You gave a Mirandai statement on June 26, 2024. There was Detective Contney and there was another detective there.
Yes.
Okay. Were you honest with them?
No.
I guess it's fair to say that some of the things you said were truthful?
Yeah, some of the things were,
Okay, but the vast majority of that, was it not true?
yes.
Okay, why were you lying to these detectives about what happened to Crystal? I mean, why didn't you just tell them, look, we were in the car and she had the gun and it went off?
I was scared.
You're scared of that you were going to get blamed for her death?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rasch.
We take our morning break. I just would like to get a few things, exhibits together, please.
Good. All right, we'll take 15 minutes.
Do you want this, Andrew?
Stand, seatbelt moved off stand. No? No. Ready to go?
Ready?
Now, maybe, is your mic on? Maybe that's what's drawing the feedback. Very well.
Good morning, Mr. Rasch.
Good morning.
So you said you were born in Dodge County here, correct?
Yes.
Lifetime resident, right?
Yes.
And where did you go to high school?
Dodgeland.
Dodgeland? You met Crystal in 2008, correct?
Yes.
And you were married prior to that, though, correct?
No.
You were not married prior to that. Did you have children, though, prior to meeting Crystal?
Yes.
And you have 2 adult children in addition to the 4 children that you mentioned before, correct?
Yes.
And you still have a relationship with those children. Is that accurate?
Yes.
That's Zach Jr., correct?
Yes.
And how old is he?
20.
20, and Hope, right?
Yes.
And where does Zach Jr. live?
Minnesota.
And where does Hope live?
Wisconsin Rapids.
And how old is Hope?
25.
And does Hope have children?
Yes.
Okay. And Crystal knew Hope and had a relationship with her, and Hope sent her pictures of her kids, things like that, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And so then you said when you got married to Crystal in 2013, correct?
Yes.
Where did you guys get married?
Here at the courthouse.
And then did you have a reception or something afterwards?
A little get together.
Okay, did her family attend?
Just her grandparents.
Just the grandparents,
Yes.
not her parents?
No.
Did you have a good relationship with her parents?
No.
Never a good relationship?
No.
She had siblings too, right? April and Chris, I think, right?
Yes.
Did you have a good relationship with her siblings?
No.
Did you have a good relationship with any of Crystal's friends?
She never.
Working now? Did you have a good relationship with any of Crystal's friends?
Yes.
So what friends did you have a good relationship with?
It would have been Doug Goler.
Okay, Doug.
That's the only one I could remember.
So one of her friends, just Doug.
Yeah.
Okay. But none of her other friends, correct?
No.
Okay. So then in 2013, when you first got married, you lived with her parents at the Wood Road address. Is that accurate?
My parents.
I'm sorry, yes, your parents. Was the house the same, that same residence that we saw in the photos previously?
Yes.
Same sort of plot of land, correct?
Yes.
Because that was your grandparents' land originally that they had given to your parents, correct?
Yes.
And then eventually you and Crystal moved to that Main Street address, correct?
Yes.
And what year did you move to that address, if you can remember?
I think it was 2014.
2014, okay, so about a year after getting married.
Yes.
And were you working then?
Yes.
Where were you working?
Richelieu.
Richelieu?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's in, remind me, in Beaver Dam. How long did you work there?
Almost 2 years.
2 years, okay. Now, at some point, Crystal filed for divorce in 2018, correct?
Yes.
And during that time in 2018, CPS was involved in that first divorce, correct?
I'm not sure.
If I told you that the notes and the court record indicate that CPS was involved, appeared at the court appearance, would you say that that was accurate?
Pretty much.
Okay. And that there was originally a petition in that divorce case to give Crystal sole legal custody of the children, correct?
Objection relevance, Your Honor.
I think it's directly there. So overruled means you can answer. So there was in that original divorce case in 2018, there was a petition to give Crystal sole legal custody of the children. Is that accurate?
I'm not sure.
But if I told you that the notes and the Wisconsin Circuit Court access records indicate that there was a petition filed to give Crystal sole legal custody in that case, would you say that was correct?
Objection, Your Honor. It seems facts not in evidence, and counsel's testifying.
Overruled.
I'm not sure.
Okay. During that divorce, did Crystal move out of the marital home?
Yes.
She moved to Beaver Dam, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did she get an apartment?
Yes.
And then looks like sometime in January of 2019, she moved back to that Main Street address, correct?
Yes.
Now, was it around that time that Crystal went up to Michigan? The first time?
I don't remember.
You don't remember, but you said when you were talking with Deputy Kukan that she does this all the time. She leaves and she goes up to Michigan, correct? You said that to Deputy Kukan.
Yes.
And in fact, that she had gone up to Michigan during the filing of that last divorce in 2018. That's correct.
Yes.
And you went up to Michigan to get her, correct?
Yes.
And she was with her family April, I believe either April or Chris up in Michigan, correct?
Yes.
So she didn't run away from her family. She left you to go up to Michigan, correct?
Yes.
So when you told that information to Deputy Kukan about her leaving, that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
She just left you, correct?
Yes.
And after you went up and got her from Michigan, sometime after that, the divorce was dismissed, correct?
Yes.
And she was the person who originally petitioned for divorce, correct?
Yes.
And then it was sometime after that 2018 divorce was dismissed that CPS filed the termination of parental rights, correct? Or that the Dodge County filed that. It's the Corporation Council filed, correct?
Yes.
After that filing of the termination of parental rights, how many times did you see your children after that?
Once.
One time. Supervised or unsupervised?
Supervised.
What year was that you saw them?
2019.
2019. So approximately how long after the termination of parental rights was filed did you see the children?
None.
So let me rephrase the question, because you just said once, so I want to make sure that we get this right. There was originally a filing, maybe something before the termination of parental rights. So the Corporation Council got involved in the case, and you weren't allowed to have unsupervised contact with the kids, correct?
Yes.
But you were allowed to have supervised contact with a social worker present, correct?
No.
Or someone else present, another adult present, you were allowed to have supervised contact.
No.
You weren't allowed to have any contact,
No.
none whatsoever with any of the children.
None.
So after Dodge County got involved, you never saw the kids.
No.
Okay, so when you said before once that you saw them once, did I misunderstand you?
No, I seen him once with Crystal.
With Crystal. Did the county know about that?
They were supervising.
The county was supervising.
Yes.
Okay, so can you just maybe expound upon that, explain that to me? When did that happen?
In 2019.
So 2019, was that after the county got involved and filed legal paperwork, the termination?
It was before.
Before. And that was the only time that you saw your children with Crystal.
Yes.
Did you ever see your children after that time?
No.
But Crystal continued to maintain contact with the children, correct?
Yes.
Is it fair to say that primarily the reason why she could not have unsupervised contact with the children is because she was maintaining a relationship with you?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Sustained.
So I want to move on to the filing of the second divorce. That divorce happened in September of 2023, correct?
Yes.
And you had a lawyer and Crystal had a lawyer, correct?
Yes.
And you said it didn't really affect anything at all, though, correct?
Yes.
But you had to move out of the marital home, right?
Yes.
That wasn't an option. You had to do that by court order, correct?
Yes.
And then at some point in October, Crystal told you to stop contacting her, correct?
No.
No, she never sent you any messages from her phone in October of 2023 telling you to stop contacting her.
No.
Never.
No.
So she said, stop messaging me on Messenger and saying all this stuff to me. And seriously, I don't get what you are trying to do. I don't know how you think your marriage is going to stay and stuff. Man, there's a lot of reasons why I'm done. And yeah, you can say that I'm this and I'm that to you, but I don't care because I can't believe you anymore. I can't. She never sent that message to you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
No.
But if I told you that I got that message off of your device, do you think that would be accurate?
Yes.
And that that was from her phone number that you saved as my wife?
Yes.
Okay. So now would you like to change that answer that she messaged you and said, stop contacting me?
Yes.
So she did, in fact, tell you to stop contacting her.
Yes.
And at some point, she blocked you with her actual phone number, correct?
No, not that I'm aware of.
So you could not send her messages to her phone number, right? When you sent her messages to her actual phone number, you got no response, correct?
Yes.
Is that that's accurate, correct?
Yes.
And you told law enforcement that you don't have her phone number, correct?
Yes.
And you told them that because when you sent her messages, she would never respond when you sent messages to her phone number, correct?
Yes.
So you had to message her other ways, correct?
Yes.
And so you started messaging her through Facebook,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And there were times even then where she didn't want to talk to you. Just even that message says, stop messaging me through Messenger, correct?
Yes.
So this was not some just like easy, easygoing divorce where it's just like, oh no, everything was just the same. You had to move out. She didn't want to talk to you, correct?
She just came over to talk.
She came over to talk, but you would ask her to come over to talk, correct?
No.
And you never asked her to come over to talk.
No.
You never asked her out for dinner. You never tried to take her to the Olive Garden. You never tried to take her out to eat. You never.
Objection compound, Your Honor.
I'll wait till he answers. I apologize. Did you ever try to take her out to eat?
We decided together to go out to eat.
She decided together. You were never the one that initiated those messages.
No.
Never. So there was never a discussion about money, and you never said, do you want to go out to eat? And she never said to you, why are you doing this? And you never said, you said you needed money, I'm trying to take you out to eat. That never happened.
I don't remember.
You don't remember, okay. How many times after she filed for divorce, she filed for divorce in September, and then you would have winterized that camping spot, correct?
Yes.
And then you would have gone up and went camping together over the Memorial Day holiday, is that correct?
Yes.
So the end of May, do you know what day you came back? On Monday, Tuesday, something else?
I think it was Tuesday.
Was the rest of your family present on that trip?
Yes.
Who was present?
My parents, my son.
Did your son have a camper up there?
I gave him one, my old one.
Okay, so in your previous testimony, you said your aunt, your uncle, and your parents had a camper, but you left out your son having a camper up there. So your son also had a camper, right?
Yes.
Anybody else you left out during your direct testimony that had a camper up there?
No.
Okay. So then you, on the 8th, make plans to go up to the Dells. How did you make those plans?
Through Facebook.
Through Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
And this time, was there going to be anybody up there?
No.
Just the two of you?
Yes.
And you were going to pick her up at that church parking lot, correct?
Yes.
And that was, according to your statement anyway, her idea that you pick up in that church parking lot, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And is that in part because she didn't want her family to know that she was spending time with you? Is that accurate?
Yes.
Because her family didn't like you?
Objection calls for speculation.
Okay.
Overruled, if you know.
So So you can, overruled means you can answer.
All right.
Correct, her family didn't like you.
Yes.
And she also didn't tell her friends that she was going camping with you, correct?
No.
Because her friends did not like you. Is-
Correct.
And they didn't
Objection
want,
vague is which friends, Your Honor?
Sustained.
so did her friend Robin like you?
No.
And did any of her other friends, I think you talked about in the statement, Jessica and Antonio from Wendy's, did they like you?
No.
So she wouldn't tell them about hanging out with you because they didn't want her hanging out with you. Is that correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
If you know.
Sustained.
Okay. So you pick her up on the 8th, and you talk about this to law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
And in your statement to law enforcement, you initially tell them that you picked her up on the 8th, and then you came down, you went up there, walked along the strip, and then you came back the same night. Did you tell law enforcement the truth during that statement about what you did on the 8th?
No.
So you lied to law enforcement during your initial statement about what you did on the 8th, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to go back very briefly. Also in that statement, in the initial interview, in the beginning of the interview, you said that you didn't know any of Crystal's friends, correct?
Yes.
But that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
You knew Jessica, correct?
Yes.
And you knew Antonio, correct?
I didn't know him directly.
But you knew of him.
Yes.
And you knew at least of Robin.
Yes.
And then during your testimony here, you talked about going to Denny's. And is that Denny's, help me understand, where is that Denny's located?
Wisconsin Rapids.
Okay. So you went to Denny's on the 8th or another day?
I think it was another day.
Okay, so in your statement here in court, you even kind of messed up what restaurant you went to on the 8th, right? Because in your interview, you told law enforcement that you guys got like an elephant ear and cheese curds that you were eating down on the strip. Is that correct?
Yes.
So which one is true? Help me understand.
The one with the Denny's.
The Denny's. So you lied to law enforcement about where you ate even on the 8th.
Yes.
Okay. So then you testified on the stand that after walking along on the strip, you guys went back to the camper and went to bed. And I think we already touched upon that originally with law enforcement, you said you stayed on the strip late and then went back to climbing. You dropped her off at the church parking lot, and that was a lie. And we already established that, correct?
Yes.
So now we're moving on to June 9th. Is it fair to say that it took about 3 hours into your interview for you to tell law enforcement that June 9th even existed? Is that
Yes.
accurate?
Yes.
And then you said on June 9th, that's the day that you went to these flea markets?
Yes.
Okay. And where were the flea markets again?
In Adams.
In Adams, okay. And you went to the flea markets all day on Sunday, June 9th?
Not all day.
Okay, so what did you do? And then you went to Ray's Closeouts. I guess that's not a flea market, but it's a discount store, correct?
Yes.
And those flea markets are on that main strip of, is that in like the township of Adams?
Yes.
Okay. And then you said that at Ray's Closeout, Crystal bought some toys. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what toys did you buy, or did she buy, do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, so what happened to those toys?
I don't know.
Oh, did you burn those?
No,
Oh, you didn't burn those. Were those just in your house somewhere?
no.
No. So what happened to them?
They should have been in the vehicle.
In the Mitsubishi?
Yes,
Toys in the Mitsubishi.
yes.
So what kind of toys? Like toys for little kids, for bigger kids?
For little kids.
For little kids, like toddlers or 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds?
Oh, 6. Nope.
So like a stuffed animal,
No, they're just like little toys.
little toys.
Yeah.
Okay, and where do you think those would have been in the Mitsubishi?
In the back seat.
In the back seat of the Mitsubishi. Okay? So, and then you, on the 10th, help me understand, what did you do on the 10th again? You went back to the Dells,
Yes,
to the Strip,
yes.
all day or just in the morning or something else?
That was in the evening.
So what did you do in the morning on the 10th?
We went to the Rapids.
You went back to Wisconsin Rapids to flea markets, something else?
To look at a house.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me of that. To look at the house. So do you know the name of the realtor that you looked at the house with?
No, I do not.
So did that realtor, so I've gone house shopping before, and my realtor always gave me this sheet of paper, and it had a bunch of pictures of the house that were printed out on it, and then it had these handwritten details about the house, like spectacular 4-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, remodeled kitchen, new countertops. Then it had the tax information and any inspection information. Did you get any of that from that realtor?
No, it did not.
Oh, you didn't get any of that. Okay. So that realtor did not print out any of that information.
No,
Did that realtor give you a card?
no.
So this realtor, you book an appointment with this realtor to look at that house, and that realtor gives you no information.
Objection, Your Honor, misstates the testimony. There was no testimony that he made in any.
Overruled. Ms. Cross, go ahead.
The realtor gave you no information.
No,
And you can't remember the realtor's name, correct?
correct.
Male or female?
Female,
Old, young,
middle-aged,
middle-aged? What does that mean? 30, 40?
probably in her 30s.
Okay, 30s. Dark hair, blonde hair, brown hair,
Dark.
dark hair. Anything else you can remember about her?
No,
Nothing else that you can remember about her, okay? So then, and I think, did you say that you went to one house on Sunday and then one house on Monday?
yes,
But in your interview, you said you went to both of those houses on Sunday, right?
I do not remember.
You don't remember. So which one is the truth? The one you said in the interview or the one here on the stand?
The one here.
The one here, okay. So if things are different, the truth is on the stand and you were lying to law enforcement.
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained.
So the one that you went to on Sunday or Monday, did you get any information about the house?
No,
Neither time.
neither.
Okay. And do you remember the street address of the house?
No,
The listing price of the house?
they're both over 100,000.
Over 100, over 200, something else?
Just a little over 200.
Just a little
For
over
one.
over 200. And the actual, is Wisconsin Rapids a city, village, town, something else? If you know?
I think it's just a town.
And was it in Wisconsin Rapids proper, or like, for example, Kleiman, you have the actual village of Kleiman, and then there's like the township of Kleiman. So it was the Wisconsin Rapids proper, or sort of the outskirts of Wisconsin Rapids?
It was inside.
And then like the proper part of Wisconsin Rapids?
Yes.
And was it by anything?
One was by a jail.
One was by a jail. And was that the Sunday or Monday house?
Sunday.
the Sunday house? What about the Monday house?
I don't remember what that was by.
You don't remember what that was by?
No.
Okay. And I think that day you also said you went to Taco John's,
Yes,
and that was before you went to the house?
yes,
And the Taco John's, that's also in Wisconsin Rapids?
yes,
Okay. And you went to the vape store as well, correct?
yes,
And that's also in Wisconsin Rapids?
yes,
Okay. Now, in your interview, is it fair to say that it took several hours for you to even admit that you ever went to Wisconsin Rapids with Crystal?
yes,
That it wasn't until I think they actually confronted you with Crystal's bank statements that she had transactions from Wisconsin Rapids that you finally admitted going to Wisconsin Rapids with her. Is that accurate?
yes,
Okay. Now, you then talk about going to Dollar Tree. Crystal got some paper towels and things like that. Then you talk about, again, that you went back to the strip at the Dells, and you were present for the testimony for Brad Conkle, correct?
yes,
And you're saying that this was on Monday, June 10th, that you went back to the downtown area of the Dells, correct?
yes,
And you would agree, though, that there's nothing on the flock. The flock just only puts you in Mauston on Monday, June 10th, correct?
yes,
So it looks like Highway 82 and Power Street at 5:24 p.m., 5:26 p.m., and then Highway 82 and I-90 at 5:32 p.m., but never puts you at that main intersection of the Dells that we saw on some of the previous slides, correct?
correct,
Okay. So then you said, you talked about Crystal practicing shooting the 9mm with you. When did she start practicing shooting guns with you? Just right in February?
no,
Okay, so when did you own a gun before that?
it's been many years.
Okay, so when was the last time? Okay, because you purchased this 9mm February 20th, right?
Yes,
And so the camping land would have been winterized, correct?
yes,
So you wouldn't have been going up to Adams County to practice shooting, correct?
no,
Okay, so when did you own a gun before that?
it was many years ago.
Many years ago. So like the many years that you talked about in your interview, help me understand when you purchased a gun in the past.
It was like in the 2000s,
2000s, like 2001, 2002,
something like that,
okay? And what kind of gun did you purchase?
a 22.
Okay, so but you and Crystal got married in 2013, right?
Yes,
So you had that gun, you're saying when you guys got married.
no,
You've done, so what happened? So how could you, if you didn't have the gun, how could you guys go practice shooting with it? I'm confused.
not that gun she didn't shoot.
Okay, so what gun did she shoot with?
The 9mm.
The 9mm that you bought in February?
Yes,
Where did you testified though that you practiced shooting with that on the Adams County land, right?
yes,
Okay, so when did you practice shooting with that gun on the Adams County land?
Memorial Weekend.
Memorial weekend. So who observed that?
My family,
Your family. Who?
my mom,
Your mom
yes, my son,
and your son. Anybody else?
no,
So if I told you that law enforcement interviewed those people and they never said that they...
Objection, Your Honor, introducing facts outside the evidence presented, introduction of hearsay.
It's cross-examination.
Overruled. Go ahead.
So if I told you that law enforcement interviewed those people and that those, first of all, that Zach Jr. told law enforcement that he wasn't even allowed to touch your gun.
Objection, Your Honor. Asking for, the question involves hearsay and confrontation.
Overruled.
So I'll say that question again. Zach Jr. told law enforcement that he wasn't even allowed to hold your gun. Do you think was that inaccurate?
That's inaccurate.
That's inaccurate. So, and Zach Jr. never told law enforcement that he observed Crystal firing a gun.
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
Overruled.
Was that inaccurate?
That's inaccurate too.
Okay. And your mom was interviewed, and she never told law enforcement about observing Crystal firing a gun.
Objection, Your Honor, same objection, hearsay, confrontation.
Overruled.
That's inaccurate.
Okay. So was there any other time that Crystal shot that firearm up on the Adams County land?
No.
So just that one time in Memorial Day.
Yes.
And then, so not during the CCW class that she took with you.
No.
Okay. So then you testified here about, at some point you leave Adams County, right, and start coming down to first the Oconomowoc area, right?
Yes.
So help me understand, was the plan all along to go to the attorney's office in Milwaukee?
Yes.
And so you decided to stop along the way in Oconomowoc at that Goodwill?
It was Culver's first.
Culver's first. So you stopped in Oconomowoc because of Culver's.
Yes.
Okay. And then decided to stop at Goodwill.
Yes.
And then did Crystal purchase another shirt there?
Yes.
And was that like a t-shirt or something?
Yes.
And then she changed into that in the back seat, right?
Standing outside the vehicle, she changed it.
Standing outside the vehicle, thank you. And then she put that sweatshirt in the back seat, correct?
Yes.
And so all this time your gun was in the center console. Is that accurate?
That I recall of.
That you recall. You didn't have it on your person in the holster because you would have been allowed to like carry, conceal, have your t-shirt over it, right, with your CCW
Yes.
permit, but you were not carrying it at that point.
No.
It was just in the center console of your vehicle, correct?
That I know of.
Was there a gun case in the back of the Mitsubishi?
Yes.
So how come you had the gun case along with you?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure, okay. So you stop at the Culver's, and you paid for that, right?
Yes.
And then you went to the Goodwill, and Crystal paid for that, correct?
Yes.
And in fact, she used her card for that transaction, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so then you got back on the road to go down to Milwaukee, correct?
Yes.
And you're saying that was Crystal's idea, correct?
Yes.
And then at some point, she gets mad because she can't meet with an attorney.
Yes.
Okay, and was she looking up attorneys on her phone too, or you guys were just using your phone?
I'm not sure if she was looking any up.
Okay. And so then you decide to just leave Milwaukee, right?
Yes.
And then did you stop anywhere on the way home?
No.
No. But you told law enforcement that you stopped at a speedway, right?
That was before.
Before going to Milwaukee?
Yes.
So what time did you go to the lawyer's office?
I think it was like around 3.
Around 3.
2 or 3.
2 or 3. So if I told you that your cell phone mapping had you in the Greenfield area, around the area of the residence, or around the area of the lawyer's offices just before 2 o'clock, would you say that that was accurate?
Yes.
And then if we had you on video going into the speedway just on the edge of New Berlin at 2 o'clock. Would you say that was accurate?
Yes.
So it seems like and then New Berlin is west of the Greenfield area where you were going to the lawyer's offices, correct?
Yes.
So it seems like you went to the Speedway afterwards, correct?
Before.
Before, okay. But in your interview with law enforcement, you told them that you went to the Speedway afterwards, correct?
Yes.
But that was a lie to law enforcement. You went to the Speedway before.
Yes.
Okay. So then you said you were driving home. It was quiet in the car. You were listening to the radio. Do you remember what you were listening to?
No.
You're listening to music,
Yeah.
but you don't remember what kind of music.
No.
Like the radio or something off of your phone or something else?
It was the radio.
The radio, do you have a favorite station that you always listen to?
No.
No, okay. And then, so do you remember what route you took home?
Not offhand.
Okay, how did you know how to get home from Milwaukee?
GPS.
So you typed it into your GPS. Did you type something specific into your GPS?
I think the 730 Main Street.
730 Main Street. So that's her address, right?
Yes.
But you never dropped her off at home, right?
No.
You would only drop her off at the church, correct?
Yes.
Did you type in anything? I guess it was how to get to Milwaukee without interstates, correct?
Yes.
Do you have some setting in your phone how to get home without going on the interstate?
I think so.
Okay. But so sitting here, you don't know what route you took.
No.
Okay. So you said you're traveling home, and then at some point you're on Highway M, correct?
Yes.
And then when does she have the gun in her hand?
Went on Highway M.
So at what point does she reach into the center console?
She didn't reach into the center console.
How does she get the gun in her hand?
She had it beforehand.
Okay, so then help me understand that. When does she get the gun in her hand?
On County M.
On County M. Okay, so when does she reach into the center console?
She had it out of the center console beforehand.
When?
I'm not sure when she took it out.
So you're driving down and you don't notice when she opens the center console and pulls your gun out.
She had it before.
Before when? So like you think well before M? I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, well
So
before.
M like in Watertown, or M as you're getting closer to Kleiman, or something else?
She took it out beforehand.
Before M? So where did she take it out of the center console?
I'm not sure when she took it out.
Because when you're driving, so you would have had to be on Highway 16, right?
Yes.
So Highway 16, and then you kind of have to, there's a quick trip, and then you have to turn, I think it's R, and then on Juneau Road, and then you get onto M, right?
Yes.
And there's a couple stoplights there, so you're sort of slowing down in that area, especially on that Juneau Road where you go by that graveyard. That's a pretty narrow road, and you can't go, I mean, I guess you could go 45 miles per hour, but it's pretty narrow, correct?
Yes.
So did she have the gun before or after that point?
I'm not sure when she took it out of the center console.
So you have no idea when she took it out?
No.
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered.
I'm just trying to understand his testimony.
He answered, he doesn't know.
So once you notice that she has the gun, what is she doing with it?
She's holding on to it
Holding onto it how?
with her right hand.
Okay, so she's in the holster, out of the holster.
Out of it.
So she's removed it from the holster. Do you know when she took it out of the holster?
No.
But you know that she has it in her right hand.
Yes.
So when did you know, at one point did you notice that she had it in her right hand?
On M.
On M. So on M right when you get off of Juneau, or further up M?
A little bit further up.
Okay, so there's, I think on the left-hand side, there's some barns, and then you keep going and just fields. Like, what point on M? Do you know the cross streets, or how far you were from Kleiman when you noticed that she had it in her right hand?
It was about 10 miles.
10 miles, okay. So 10 miles from Kleiman, she has the gun in her right hand. Does she say anything?
No.
At this whole time, she never said one thing.
No.
So she just takes the gun out of the center console, has it in her right hand, says nothing, and then what?
She shoots herself.
She shoots herself. Do you know where she shoots herself? Front of the head, side of the head, back of the head?
On the side.
The side, here. So you see her, how do you know that? So you didn't know when she took it out of the center console. You don't know when exactly she took it out of the holster, but you know that she put it up to her temple, right?
Not exactly sure exactly where.
So you don't know, so you just know right side.
Yes.
So you don't know if it's on her jaw or her ear or her temple or something else. But you know it's on her right side.
Yes.
Where does that happen?
On M.
I keep saying that. Where? 10 miles away from Kleiman?
About 10 miles.
About 10 miles, okay. This is sort of like, I don't know where Crystal is, right? Same phrase
Objection
over and over
argumented,
again, right?
Your Honor.
Sustained.
So then what do? Do you stop? Do you slow down? Do you speed up? Something else?
I just keep driving.
You just keep driving. You keep driving the speed limit.
Yes.
So no change, no reaction whatsoever. Your wife just shot herself in the head and you don't do anything.
I was in shock.
You were in shock. So then you go home. About what time is this?
I'm not sure what time it was.
Daylight, nighttime, something else?
It's daylight.
Daylight. And then where do you go?
To my parents.
To your parents' house on Wood Road.
Yes.
You go directly there.
Yes.
You don't go to a hospital.
No.
You don't go to the police station.
No.
You don't call 911.
No.
You don't do anything like that, right?
No.
You don't stop at a house nearby and ask for help or anything like that, correct? Go directly to Wood Road.
Yes.
Is anybody home at your house?
Yes.
Who's home at your house?
My mom.
And do you say anything to your mom?
No.
Does your mom come out of the house?
Later on.
So when you first pull into the driveway, your mom does not come out of the house.
No.
So when does your mom come out of the house?
Later on.
Later on when?
In the day.
In the day. What time?
I'm not sure what time it was.
Sun getting close to setting? Not close?
It was probably like an hour afterwards.
An hour afterwards. Is Crystal still in the car at this point?
No.
She's not in the car. So how long after you get in that driveway do you pull Crystal out of the car?
Like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. What are you doing in those 20 minutes?
I was in shock.
You were in shock. Okay. How much blood is there?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Where's the blood?
On her lap.
On her lap. Where else?
I'm not sure where else.
Okay. Where's the gun at this point?
On the floor.
On the floor of the car, front passenger, back passenger, somewhere
Front.
else?
Front.
Front passenger. What do you do with the gun?
I just put it back in the holster.
You put it back in the holster. And is there blood on the gun?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware of. So she just shot herself in the head. There's blood all over her. And is there blood all over your car seat?
Yes.
Is there blood on her hand?
No.
No blood on her hand.
No.
So she shot herself in the head, and there's no blood on her hand.
No.
That's okay. And no blood on the gun.
No.
Is there blood coming out of her head?
Yes.
Okay. Blood dripping down the side of the seat?
Yes.
But none gets on the gun, and none gets on her hand.
No.
Okay. And then you pull her out. So where do you park the vehicle?
Behind the red torrent.
Behind the red Torrent. Is that close to that white van? that we
Yes.
see in all those pictures?
Yes,
Okay, and then you say that you take her onto the grass, or the grass where we see all the surface burn area in all the
Yes.
pictures?
yes,
So there was grass there before,
yes,
until you burned it.
yes,
So you just drag her down that trail? Is that right?
pretty much.
Okay, is she on a tarp or anything like that, or you're just dragging her body down that trail?
No,
So, no, she's not on a tarp,
no,
okay? And then you put her in the grass,
yes,
and the gun's in the holster.
yes.
And where does it just goes, you just take it into your bedroom or somewhere else?
I just took it in and put it on the dresser.
On the dresser. And then that's where it stays.
Yes,
You never touch it again.
no,
How does an extra bullet get in the gun then?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure, okay? So then, so let's say this takes an hour or so to get her out of the car. Then you say that, how long do you burn her?
Like 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours. So in that time, you also decide to message your son, right? Have you
Yeah.
seen Crystal?
Yes,
So around 7 o'clock, you message your son, correct?
yes,
And is that just to kind of take him off the scent that she might be missing?
something like that.
So, but on June 11th, nobody even has talked to law enforcement or talked to you about that Crystal might be missing, correct?
Correct.
And then you also message your daughter, have you seen Crystal, correct?
Yes,
And so, and that is because you're panicked, right?
yes,
Okay. And then, so you burn the body for 4 hours. And then sometime later that night, you start messaging people, women on Facebook, right?
just as friends.
Just as friends. Okay. And that's sort of in the middle of the night, correct?
Yes,
So you burned her body, so in those 4 hours, does the whole body burn up?
pretty much.
Pretty much the whole body burns up in those 4 hours.
Yes,
So how hot was this fire?
not very.
Not very hot. And you burned her whole body, skin. I mean, Crystal, about how much do you think Crystal weighed?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. So is she like bigger or smaller than me?
Bigger.
Bigger. And I don't want to get, super personal about her, but she was a large-chested woman, correct?
No.
No, she was a small-chested woman?
Yes,
But she did have, I'm going to say that she's fat, but she had skin around her body and her chest area,
a little
right?
bit.
And so you're saying in 4 hours and a not very hot fire that all of her fatty tissue, all of her skin, her thigh bone, her rib bones, her hip bones, all of those things burned up.
Yes,
Did you take a shovel or anything and pulverize those things and pound any of those things?
no,
No, nothing.
no,
Okay. So in those 4 hours, the body is mostly gone. Did you dig a hole later?
no.
Okay. 236. The hole that Andy Rolfs testified to. How did that get there on your property?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. 235. The fleshy portions of Crystal Rasch that were found in October. How did that get there?
I'm not sure.
Okay. $234. Additional bone and fleshy portion found near that bone. How did that get there?
It was left over.
It was left over. So leftover bone. So now you're saying that was left over. And what did you do with it?
I didn't do anything with it.
You didn't do anything with it. You
No.
just left it on the ground. It was left over in the burn pit.
It was just left there.
It was left there. This area here that was in a hole, these bones that were dug up and sitting on the surface, how did these get there? It was just left over?
Yes.
So really, you didn't burn all the body at all, right? There was a lot left over,
A little bit.
okay? And the stuff that was back on the backside of the mound system that was located and back by the shed, how did all those bones get there?
I don't know.
You don't know. So you didn't pick up a shovel and toss those things over there?
No.
No. So the sulfuric acid that you purchased, 32 gallons bottles of sulfuric acid. I think purchased something like 12 bottles of, I think 32 ounces for a total, so 14 32-ounce bottles for a total of 3.5 gallons. You didn't use that at all to pour on her body to help get rid of the body?
No.
No, not at all. You just poured that on top of the burn area later.
Yes.
Okay. So how come you had that Google search later after Kukan visited about sulfuric acid and petrol and the reaction? Why were you concerned about that?
I mixed it together.
You mixed it together. You weren't pouring sulfuric acid on Crystal so that the fats and skin would disintegrate, and then burning that, and then later decide to pour gasoline on top of that to burn the rest of the body because Deputy Kukan interrupted you.
I was burning garbage that day.
You were burning garbage that day, not your wife.
No.
Okay. So, in your testimony, you also talked about some of these searches. You talked about being depressed because you were living with your family in this dirty house. You had your own room, correct?
Yes.
With your own stuff, correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to show you exhibit, and you had access to a washer and dryer, right?
Yes.
And you had your own money, correct?
Yes.
So you had you had the ability to, for example, purchase your own mattress.
That was already there.
But you had the ability to purchase a new mattress if you needed to, correct?
Yes.
And you had the ability to purchase things like sheets, correct?
Yes.
This exhibit that I'm showing you, Exhibit 114, this mattress here with no sheets on it, that's where you were sleeping, right?
Yes.
But you made the choice to sleep in that area, correct?
Yes.
Your parents did not force you to sleep there. Your
No.
mom or your dad didn't come in and dirty that area, correct?
No.
That was your own room,
Yes.
correct? Exhibit 96. This is the area walking into your room, right?
Yes.
That was your room.
Yes.
That wasn't the rest of the house.
No.
So this is the state of your own room and the way that you kept your own room, correct?
Yes.
So this depression about the house being dirty, this is also a state that you put your own room into, correct?
It was already like that when I got there.
But you had the ability to clean it and remove these items, correct?
There was nowhere to go with it.
There was nowhere to go. Well, you could have burned it, right? You were burning things on the 23rd, correct?
It wasn't my stuff.
Wasn't your stuff. So you're saying those items in there weren't your things. So you couldn't burn them or get rid of them or put them in another place in the house.
No, there was no room.
Okay. So, and then you also testified that you were depressed about losing the kids. But you had not seen the kids in 5 years, correct?
Yes.
Had you ever attempted suicide in the 5 years previous?
No.
And on June 11th, the internet search, you talked about that search was about shooting an animal. Is that right?
Yes.
So what animal were you so concerned about that you were going to shoot it on June 11th?
Coyotes.
Coyotes. Why didn't you just try to pour sulfuric acid on them like you were going to do with the gophers?
Objection,
Just
argument.
Where were the coyotes at in your property?
They're all over.
All over. And so on June 11th, you thought that that time, even though you were fighting over lawyers, that's the time that you needed to Google about coyotes.
You could hear them.
From Milwaukee?
No, from my parents' address.
But that search was at 11:18 in the morning. When you were in Oconomowoc. So why did you need to Google it while you were in Oconomowoc?
I was curious.
Oh, you're curious. Okay, thank you. So these Facebook messages, when you originally started these Facebook messages, you sent Facebook messages to your mom, correct?
Yes.
And you pretended to be Crystal asking about the red car, correct?
Yes.
And you sent Facebook messages to her friend Robin, correct?
Yes.
And messages to yourself, correct?
Yes.
And did you send any Facebook messages to her parents?
Yes.
And you were saying all of this was because they contacted law enforcement?
Yes.
But the messages that you sent to your kids about whether or not they had heard from Crystal, law enforcement had not even been contacted at that point, correct?
No.
And then I think at some point you sent a message to Hope about Crystal contacting you on Facebook. That message to Hope basically was a lie because Crystal hadn't actually contacted you on Facebook at that point, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, with respect to Crystal's phone, you stated you threw that away. Do you remember where you threw that away?
In the garbage.
In the garbage. Do you know where? What garbage?
My parents.
Your parents, like just the garbage that you would tow to the road?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember what date?
No.
Was it sometime after June 15th?
I think so.
Were you trying to get into the phone prior to that?
No.
Okay. So the Google searches about trying to get into an Android phone, that was not related to Crystal's phone?
No.
Okay. So now I just want to go through a little bit of the interview messages. We went through the interview statements. We went through some of the interview already, but is it fair to say there were a number of lies in the interview, correct?
Yes.
So we talked about lying to Kukan about her prior trip to Michigan, correct?
Yes.
And then I think, did you tell Kukan about the Facebook message too?
No.
No, okay. And then you, in Detective Young's testimony, you also messaged your mom about purchasing some headlights or some LED lights from some woman in Columbus for $25. That was a lie to your mom too, correct?
Yes.
You didn't purchase those from Columbus for $25, correct?
Correct.
You actually bought those at O'Reilly Auto Parts with Crystal's card, correct?
Yes.
And then you also told law enforcement in the account that you worked the 2 weeks prior to June 26th, that you worked every single day, and in fact, you had not worked June 24th, correct?
Yes.
So you lied to law enforcement about that date, correct?
Yes.
You did tell them the truth about June 21st, June 20th, and June 19th, correct?
Yes.
And then I think you worked also June 18th, 17th, and 14th, correct?
Yes.
And then June 13th and June 12th, correct?
Yes.
But you also would have told them basically that you worked on June 11th, and that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
And then at some point, you would have stated that you worked on Monday, June 10th as well, correct?
Yes.
And that was a lie to law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
And then you also, in the beginning of your interview, told them that when you weren't working those 2 weeks prior, that you would just stay at home and watch TV. You would just be at your parents' house, correct?
Yes.
And that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
In fact, that you were out purchasing items on Crystal's debit card, correct?
Yes.
And that at some point you told them that you drove that blue Dodge Ram up to the Dells on Saturday, June 8th. That was a lie, correct?
Yes.
You were driving that silver Mitsubishi, correct?
Yes.
And even in that conversation, you brought up that fake Facebook account again, correct?
Yes.
And again, that was another lie to law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
We already talked about the fact that you lied to them of not being in Wisconsin Rapids, correct?
Yes.
And then they directly asked you about being at Harbor Freight, but you lied to them about that, correct?
Yes.
You were in fact there on June 15th, correct?
Yes.
Then you asked about going to Menards in the beginning of the interview, and you said it had been a while, maybe Christmas of 2023 or January of 2024. That was a lie, correct?
Yes.
You had just been there on June 23rd to buy 6 32-ounce bottles of Santeen drain cleaner, correct?
Yes.
Then you talked about when the last time was you went to the Watertown Farm and Fleet, and you said 2 months. That was a lie, correct?
Yes.
Then you would say, they would ask you about specific places, and you would say, I just don't remember being there. I don't remember being there. Every time you said that phrase, that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
And then another phrase you would say over and over again with respect to Crystal is, I don't know where she is. That was a lie, correct?
Yes.
Because you did know where she was, correct?
Yes.
And then you stated over and over again that you dropped her off at the church. That was a lie, correct?
Yes.
Then you talked about going to Ace Harbor on June 16th. I'm sorry, they asked you if you had ever been to Ace Harbor. You stated that you don't remember being there. And that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
And then you, when we started talking about the Mitsubishi for about an hour, so for about, from about 3:40 a.m. to 4:40 a.m., you were talking about the Mitsubishi being repossessed. That was a lie, right?
Yes.
Every single time you told them that the Mitsubishi was repossessed, every single time you told them that, that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
It was never repossessed in Portage, correct?
No.
Never repossessed in Columbus, correct?
Correct.
And then you told them that you, for a long time in the interview, you denied having any knowledge of the Adams County land, correct?
Correct.
And that was all a lie, right?
Yes.
That was family land, correct?
Yes.
You knew about that land. That was your grandparents' land, correct?
Yes.
And you had gone up to that land with your family. For how many years have you been going up there? Your whole life?
Yes.
You would, so every time you denied knowing anything about that land was a lie, correct?
Yes.
And then you talked about, and just going back to the Mitsubishi briefly, was the Mitsubishi ever even actually up for repossession?
Yes.
But you paid it off using Crystal's account, correct?
Yes.
And in fact, you brought that Mitsubishi up to the Adams County land to clean it, right? You had, and to replace the seat, correct?
No.
So you had the socket set though in the back, right?
Yes.
And that was to replace the passenger seat, correct?
No.
Okay. And you had those wipes in the back, the Armor All wipes. That was not to clean it?
No.
Okay. So was it just to hide it then?
Yes.
Okay. And you would acknowledge that for a long time in the interview with law enforcement, basically you had a lie of omission. You didn't even acknowledge the Mitsubishi, correct?
Yes.
Then you talked about reading about dumping sulfuric acid in holes to get rid of animals online. That was a lie, correct?
Correct.
So now your testimony is that you just dumped all 3.2 gallons in different stages on that burn area,
Yes.
okay? And that's the truth now,
Yes.
okay? And then you said in your interview that you had one of Crystal's debit cards. Is that a lie or the truth?
Truth.
So there were 2 debit cards and you had one?
Oh, no.
You did, so there was only one debit card, correct?
Yes.
And you took that from Crystal after she died, correct?
Yes.
And she had never given you permission in the past well, at least in the recent past, to use her debit card.
No.
So you didn't have permission to make any of those purchases?
No.
Not even the tires on June 18th from Walmart for the Ram, correct?
Correct.
So when you were insistent that, oh yes, I did at least have permission for the tires for the Ram, that was a lie too, correct?
Yes.
And again, you maintained through the whole statement that you didn't know where Crystal is. In the first few clips, I think I counted over 11 times not knowing where she is. Many, many times after that, every single time you stated you did not know where Crystal was, that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
And then when you talked about going down to look for Crystal in Watertown, that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
You already knew that she was deceased at that point, correct?
Yes.
Further, thank you.
No further questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short recess. All right. Return to a seat at council table. Council, are you intending to call any additional witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
So at this point,
I believe all of our exhibits have been admitted. I'm sorry?
422.
Has not been admitted? If I may take a look.
got the officers. Maybe the officers report. All right, 422 hasn't been admitted. That is the officer's report. It was marked for identification and will not be received into evidence.
Understood. Your Honor, I do have a motion to make.
All right.
Brief. With regards to the
Well,
cross-examination.
let me, okay. Go
Okay, yeah,
ahead.
whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. With regards to the cross-examination of Mr. Rasch, the prosecutor brought up two statements, one by Zachariah Rasch Jr. and Mary Rasch, in essence introduced their hearsay statements and confronted Mr. Rasch with those hearsay statements. This was specifically with regarding to the firearm and access to the firearm. I'm objecting under relevance 403 hearsay, confrontation, state and federal due process. It's inappropriate for a witness to be confronted with a statement that was never introduced into evidence, and we have no possible way of contradicting that statement or impeaching that statement. I move for a mistrial on this case.
I think that they, number one, do have a way to contradict that statement because they can call those witnesses to say that they, or call the detectives that interviewed those individuals, and the defendant is the one that testified that they observed those individuals see her firing the gun.
He opened the door, counsel. The request for mistrial is denied. Counsel, my recollection, the jury instruction specifically says that if facts assume, or if questions assume facts not in evidence, you should disregard the question if in fact the facts have not been proven. That's a serious paraphrase, but it's, the jury instruction already contemplates questions of that nature. Anyway, all right, so your request for mistrial is denied. Where are we going from here?
The defense rests, Your Honor.
The state will not be putting on any rebuttal testimony.
All right. At this point, we'll bring the jury back in. The defense will rest. We'll ask if there's going to be any rebuttal testimony. You'll indicate that there isn't going to be any. And at that point, we will dispatch the jury for lunch. It may or may not be a while before they actually get lunch, but during that time we will work on jury instructions, and we'll take our lunch. We'll come back and hear the instructions, do the closings. You folks have already given me rough estimates as to the time, so it appears that would put us, would have the jury, the question sometime around 3 o'clock, 3:30.
Okay. So we're doing jury instructions now?
We'll bring them in
Okay. Yep.
and conclude the evidence. And again, I'll remind them that they shouldn't discuss the case.
Okay. If we could have a brief 5-minute break after we release the jurors before we discuss jury instructions, Your Honor.
That's fine. All right, your next witness.
Your Honor, the defense rests.
Defense is rested. Rebuttal.
State has no rebuttal.
Evidence is closed. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what's going to happen. The attorneys and myself are going to work on completing the jury instructions. That's the law that the court is going to give to you. We're going to take a break until it'll be about an hour and a half. We're also going to take a lunch as well, somewhere in the middle of that. We'll come back. I'm going to read you the instructions, at least a significant part of the instructions, and then the attorneys will have an opportunity to present their arguments. And in theory, we should have the case to you sometime around 3:30. That may necessitate, obviously, going into the evening hours to complete your deliberations. So, first I'm going to ask, does that, the post 3:30 part, does anybody have any problems with that? All right. So, as I said, I'm going to dispatch you. Understand, though, at this point, you have not been given the complete law that I'm going to read to you. You haven't heard the closing arguments of the attorneys. Obviously, the evidence is all in. But for this time, obviously, I don't want you to just discuss the case. Obviously, I want you to hold firm on that temptation and don't discuss the case. What we will do, and it will be at the conclusion of the instructions and conclusion of the arguments, I'm going to excuse the 4 alternates. I'm going to ask all of you whether you're feeling well, if you're going to be able to continue on. That's I don't let you go until the end. That's the downside of any exchange. You got carrot cake. It's the best I can do. Anyway, all right, you're on lunch. We're going to keep working.
If you don't get to the enough, please. Okay.
Counsel, you can go ahead.